now start a very interesting sessions, which is the Industry Innovations Showcase. Here you will learn, we will learn how the industry, and particularly through the contribution of manufacturer in the value chain, is driving and pushing the sector forward towards sustainable solutions. And the first topic is presented by Entegris. Entegris has been a regular in these conferences, has always been submitting papers of great quality, provides what I would say best in class in the field of cartridge filtrations. And I really would like to welcome Dr. Gunter Haas, Senior Field Application Engineer, who's going to give us innovation in pre-RO and CIP cartridge filtrations. Please welcome Dr. Gunter Haas. Please. Welcome again.
Hello, yes, good to see you. So, well, thank you for the introduction, Mr. Chairman. So I'm a field application engineer at Entegris, working with customers to find the best suited filtration solution for their process requirements. Today, I will introduce some innovations in pre-RO and CIP cartridge filtration, specifically targeted to the filters used. After an introduction, I will address a typical design of a conventional filter that plants are using, and then introduce some proposals for improved design. Entegris is a supplier of advanced materials to high-tech industries for semiconductor, life science, and other industries, including water treatment. We have more than 60 years experience developing cartridge filters and filter housings for liquid applications, and bring some new insight to the water treatment industry. Pre-RO cartridge filtration is used in desalination to protect the RO membrane from fouling. Its task is to retain contaminants released from the pretreatment process, from system components, and breaking through the pretreatment. This results in cost saving through less RO membrane replacement, less CIP, and less energy consumption. First, I will present a snapshot of conventional filter housing designs, then present some developments. Conventional filters we find in place at users use typically double open-end cartridges, up to 500 in a filter housing. For removal manifold design, as shown here, that allows to speed up the cartridge change process, the cartridges are hanging from the false bottom plate. These are difficult to change in this orientation. The double open-end cartridges shown here also require a complex system of components, each to install, which makes the installation inefficient, failure-prone, and costly. Also, with the flow bottom up and the false bottom plate mounted at the flanges, it is necessary to unbolt the outlet elbow to remove the top cap of the filter. I will go into improvements to filter design that allow to make the filtration process more efficient and to reduce risk, save money, save time, and reduce the manpower needed. So, what makes Entegris GRP filter housings unique? A lot of this has to do with the type of cartridges we recommend to use. Commonly, double open-end cartridges called DOE are used as I have indicated. We recommend the use of single open-end or SOE cartridges on the other hand. I will go into the difference and benefits on this page. As I said, installation of double open-end cartridge requires a complex system of components to seal the cartridge into the filter, from 3 to 8 components, including the sword, a rod in the center of the cartridge, diverse nuts, and other components. For a large desalination installation with more than 13,000 cartridges to replace every 3 to 6 months, this represents more than 40,000 items to handle each time. This takes time and manpower, equal cost, and the multitude of components can and do break. A sword can break, a nut can come unscrewed in operation, causing a bypass around the cartridge and putting the RO membrane at risk, not to speak of the necessary repairs. Also, for a removal manifold design as shown here, the filters are hanging and need to be installed overhead, which is not particularly ergonomic or effective. The design we recommend is simplicity itself. We recommend to use single open-end cartridges. These are standalone units that are sealed on one end and have double O-rings to seal the cartridge into the false bottom plate. There are no parts other than the cartridge to handle, no parts management, no risk of something breaking. For installation, the cartridge is simply pushed into the false bottom plate. Our quick change basket design is freestanding and allows easy installation for the operator instead of working overhead as shown for the conventional design. Also, there is no sword in the cartridge core, which increases available flow area and reduces this pressure drop by about 10%. All this reduces risk, time to install, manpower, and ultimately cost. I have discussed the benefits of the use of single open-end cartridges and the simple basket design. Another benefit of our manufacturing methods of the filter housing I want to mention is that the basket support is integrally molded during the 5-axis CNC polar winding methods we use. Combined with an embedded center support, this allows a larger differential pressure across the false bottom plate, 2.5 bars versus conventional filter housings. In terms of external design, our housing has several interesting features that allow more effective use as well. The flange is situated on the filter body. The cover of the filter can simply be taken off without needing to unbolt and remove the top outlet like with the conventional design shown before. The bolt tray facilitates fastening of the bolts. The GFP top coat is pigmented. There is no need for periodic repainting. The filter is manufactured in a 5-axis CNC polar winding process where the bottom cap is integral to the filter. This allows unparalleled strength and avoids a seal with breakage risk. The filter is also supported on a GFP skirt that has no metal, so no corrosion risk, and allows fast installation of the housing. I hope you see that our housing and cartridge design allows a more efficient filtration with lower cost, less time and manpower needed, and reduced risk to the process. I only shortly want to mention other solutions we provide to the desalination process. As I said, we have more than 60 years of experience in filtration media development. This is a reminder of last year's MENA contribution, demonstrating that cartridges with the same rating can have vastly different performance in terms of filtration performance, namely contaminant removal and capacity lifetime. All cartridges shown here are nominally rated 5 micrometer, but filter C has both 2 times the capacity and 2 times higher removal efficiency of contaminants. So we recommend to select filters for best cost of ownership based on detailed performance testing. One tool that is particularly effective for this is single particle optical sizing. This method measures the particle size distribution of contaminants in water by counting and sizing the individual particles. This allows to monitor the efficiency of pretreatment and cartridges and identify and take action on excursions and to precisely test filter removal performance. So, I hope you see our filters and cartridge design allow more effective filtration with reduced risk to the process, lower cost, less time, and manpower needed. Thank you.